All right, ready to dive deep. Today, it's edema. That annoying swelling. You know, the kind that makes you, like, ditch your favorite shoes.
Ugh. Yeah, so frustrating. Edema can really limit you.
Definitely. But don't worry, this deep dive, all about giving you the knowledge and the tools to manage it.
Exactly.
To get this, our wisdom today comes from a pretty unexpected source, a turtle.
Yep. Articles, research, and even some wisdom from our shelled friend, who apparently is an edema expert.
First things first, defining edema. Our turtle friend says it's like a buildup of fluid, especially in the legs,
Yeah.
because the heart and kidneys aren't processing things right.
Right. It's all about how fluids move.
Yeah.
Your heart's like a pump, right? Circulating blood, kidneys filter out the waste and extra fluid. But when that balance gets messed up, whether it's lifestyle or health conditions, maybe even side effects from medicine, fluid can build up, and boom, edema.
Yeah. Our turtle friend compares the body to a shell. Like, we got to take care of our shells to keep everything running smoothly.
Simple, but it makes you think.
Definitely. So speaking of taking care of ourselves, let's get to the turtle's diet tips. Huge advocate for less carbs and sugar. Even suggests, like, keto or carnivore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going full carnivore, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah. What do you think?
Okay. Those diets are trendy, and sure, they can be good for some people, but gotta be careful. Cutting out whole food groups can lead to, well, not getting the nutrients you need. Talk to a doctor before doing anything drastic with your diet, right? Remember, balance is key.
Right, right. Good point. But even if we're not giving up toast just yet, the turtle has some good advice for building healthy eating habits, like using timers and alarms to remind yourself to eat.
That can help, for sure, especially if you get busy and forget to eat. Or you end up grabbing something unhealthy because it's easy. Meal prepping, finding swaps for cravings, or even, joining an online group or talking to a nutritionist can make a big difference in the long run.
Now, switching gears a bit. Our turtle friend is really concerned about kidney disease as a major cause of edema. Mentioned something called proteinuria and foamy urine. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, good point. Chronic kidney disease, or CKD, can definitely lead to edema. When your kidneys are damaged, they can't filter blood properly, so waste and fluids build up in the body. And proteinuria, that's protein in your pee. Basically an early sign of kidney damage. Imagine your kidneys are like sieves, filtering out the bad stuff but keeping the good proteins. Damaged kidneys are like sieves with holes, so protein leaks out.
So if your pee looks foamy, get your kidneys checked.
Exactly. Better safe than sorry. If you notice anything weird with your pee, talk to your doctor. Early detection with kidney disease is super important.
The turtle also mentioned the liver and thyroid being involved in fluid balance.
Yeah.
How are those connected to edema?
Right, so your liver makes proteins that are essential for keeping fluids balanced in your body. If it's not working right, it can't make enough protein. And then fluid leaks into your tissues, causing edema.
And the thyroid.
That little gland controls your metabolism, which affects fluid balance. So both an underactive or overactive thyroid can mess things up and cause edema. Different ways, though.
Wow. Everything's so connected in the body. It's amazing. Speaking of connections, the turtle had some thoughts on medication.
Oh yeah, they really emphasized researching side effects. Some meds can definitely cause edema.
Like NSAIDs, beta blockers, and corticosteroids, right? So always weigh the benefits and risks and try natural alternatives first if possible.
Absolutely. Medication can be important, but you got to use it wisely. And always talk to your doctor first.
Okay, so we talked about diet, kidneys, liver, thyroid, medications. Lots of things can contribute to edema. But let's move on to the turtle's favorite part, solutions. Apparently they have this one secret weapon.
You ready for this? It's
Potassium.
potassium. Seriously. I thought that was for bananas and muscle cramps. What does it have to do with edema? Well, potassium is a mineral that's super important for lots of things, including fluid regulation. It keeps the balance of fluids inside and outside your cells. Key for preventing edema.
So it's like a tiny traffic cop for fluids, making sure they go where they need to.
Uh-huh. Love that. And potassium does way more than just that. It's crucial for your muscles, even your heart, and it helps keep your blood pressure in check.
The turtle recommends a whopping 5 grams a day. Is that safe for everyone?
Getting enough potassium is good, but yeah, 5 grams is a lot. Talk to your doctor before making any big changes, especially if you have any health issues, especially with your kidneys.
Makes sense. So where do we get this edema-fighting potassium?
It's in tons of yummy foods, Bananas, obviously, but also sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, beans, even coconut water.
Okay, potassium is officially on my grocery list. What else does the turtle recommend for edema?
Well, they love sunshine, or rather, vitamin D. They say it can boost your mood, give you energy, even help with weight loss. It's crazy, right? We forget about simple stuff sometimes, like natural remedies. But those are often the best, the ones that work with your body, not against it.
Totally agree. Like, we've forgotten to listen to our bodies.
Yeah. And speaking of natural, the turtle's last tip for edema, it's all about this system we always forget about, but it's like super important for fluid balance, the lymphatic system.
The lymphatic system. Rings a bell from, like, high school biology, but remind me, what does it actually do?
Okay, so it's this network, right, of vessels, tissues, and organs. It's a big player in your immune system, getting rid of waste, and yep, you guessed it, fluid balance.
Okay, starting to see the connection here. But how does it actually relate to edema?
Think of it as your body's drain. It takes all that extra fluid, waste, even toxins from your tissues, and puts it back into your blood to be filtered out. But if the lymphatic system isn't working right, that fluid builds up. Edema.
Ah, so like a clogged drain, everything backs up and you get a flood.
Perfect analogy. And just like a clogged drain, a slow lymphatic system causes all sorts of problems. Edema, yeah, but also fatigue, your immune system gets weaker, even skin problems.
Okay, so we found the problem. How do we unclog this drain and get things flowing again?
Lots of ways. And the good news is a lot of them are easy and even like fun. Moving your body is key. Even gentle stuff like walking, swimming, yoga helps get that lymph flowing.
So moving those legs helps in more ways than one. Not just for circulation, but it's a lymphatic booster too.
Exactly. And there are more specific techniques like dry brushing.
Oh yeah, I've heard of dry brushing. People love it for exfoliating and getting their blood flowing.
It's become super popular for good reason. You use a natural bristle brush and gently brush towards your heart. It helps move that lymph fluid and exfoliates at the same time. And then there's lymphatic massage, that's more specialized, with gentle movements to help with drainage. It's best to find a trained therapist for that.
So we've got movement, dry brushing, lymphatic massage. Anything else to pamper our lymphatic system?
Believe it or not, breathing. Deep breathing.
Breathing, really? How does that even work?
Well, your diaphragm, that big muscle that helps you breathe, it's like a pump for your lymphatic system. When you take deep breaths, it creates this like gentle vacuum that pulls the lymph fluid up. Better drainage, better circulation.
Wow. Simple breathing can do so much. It's incredible.
Right. And of course, we can't forget hydration. Just like with your blood flows, staying hydrated keeps that lymphatic system working smoothly.
Water really is amazing. It's involved in, like, everything our bodies do.
Pretty much. And remember those electrolytes we talked about?
Yeah.
Super important for your lymphatic system, too. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, they all got to work together to keep that fluid balanced inside and outside your cells.
So enough water, you got to replenish those electrolytes. Check.
Exactly. And here's another fun fact. Certain foods actually help your lymphatic system.
Oh, tell me more. I'm always looking for foods that do double duty.
Antioxidant-rich foods. Think berries, leafy greens, citrus fruits. They protect your lymphatic vessels from damage.
Those are all yummy. And easy to add to meals. What else should I be stocking up on?
Foods that help with digestion. So like high-fiber fruits and veggies, whole grains. They keep your gut healthy. And a healthy gut means a strong immune system, which is tied to your lymphatic health.
Makes sense. Happy gut, happy lymph system.
You got it. And here's a surprise. Cranberries.
Cranberries, like for UTIs.
Yep. They're good for your urinary tract, but they also help with lymphatic drainage because they fight inflammation and boost blood flow.
A handful of cranberries a day keeps the edema away. Love it.
Haha, exactly. And speaking of powerful things, let's not forget about stress. Got to manage that stress for a healthy lymphatic system.
Ugh, stress, the worst. How does it affect our lymph?
Well, when you're stressed out all the time, it puts a strain on your whole body, including your lymphatic system. Stress hormones like cortisol, they tighten up your blood vessels and block that lymphatic flow.
So stress literally clogs those pipes.
Pretty much. That's why finding healthy ways to deal with stress is so important. Whether it's exercise, meditation, nature, whatever helps you unwind. It's all good for your lymph and your overall health.
It all comes back to being connected. Taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And when it comes to edema, you got to look at the whole picture, right? Physical, emotional, even spiritual. It all plays a part.
This has been so insightful. I never knew how important the lymphatic system is.
It's a fascinating system. Glad we could shed some light on it. But before we wrap up this part, there's one more thing we need to talk about. Something that can really affect your health and well-being, including your lymphatic health.
Ooh, another piece of the puzzle. I'm listening.
It's all about mindset.
Mindset. Seems kind of vague. How does that relate to edema?
Your thoughts, what you believe, your attitudes, it all has a huge impact on your physical health. If you're negative all the time, like, I'll never get rid of this swelling, it can actually make it harder for your body to heal.
So, like, our thoughts can make our edema worse.
Well, not directly cause edema, but negative thoughts. They cause stress and tension. And as we talked about, that messes with your lymphatic flow, more fluid retention.
Okay, starting to get it. So, how do we get in the right mindset to manage this edema?
Start by paying attention. Notice those negative thoughts that pop up, like, I'll never get rid of this, or this is just how I am. Challenge those thoughts. Replace them with positive ones. I'm taking control of my health, or my body can heal itself.
Like, rewrite the script in your head.
Yes. And it's not just about positive self-talk. It's also about being grateful for your body.
I love that. It's so easy to focus on what's wrong, but appreciating your body can make a huge difference.
Totally. And remember, healing takes time. It's a journey, not a race. There will be good days and bad days. But if you start each day with a positive mindset, believing in your body's ability to heal, it can change everything. And speaking of journeys, we've covered so much ground today, haven't we? The lymphatic system, the power of mindset. But our deep dive into edema isn't over yet. There's still more to explore.
I can't wait. What else does our turtle friend have in store for us? Okay, lay it on me. What's this last piece of the edema puzzle? Another secret weapon, like potassium, maybe?
Well, not really a secret weapon, more like a specific kind of edema the turtle talked about. Dependent edema, swelling in like the lower parts of your body, legs, feet, thanks to good old gravity.
Dependent edema, huh? Makes sense. Gravity putting all those fluids down.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like standing or sitting all day.
Exactly. And as you get older, well, your circulation and lymphatic system might not work as well. Pumping those fluids back up gets harder, so you get more dependent edema.
The turtle actually said something funny about it. Like, even turtles get edema, especially after a long day of, chilling on a rock.
Perfect example. Even if you're healthy, gravity still does its thing.
So besides putting our feet up, what can we do about this dependent edema?
Putting your legs up is definitely a good move, but there's more you can do. Remember those compression socks? They can really help with dependent edema. That extra squeeze helps fight gravity.
So compression socks aren't just for athletes or people who already have edema. Anyone who's on their feet a lot can benefit.
Totally. Even little things help, like taking breaks to walk around, stretching, flexing your ankles. Just got to keep those fluids moving.
Like a little nudge to get your circulation going.
Exactly. And here's another tip, strength training.
Strength training. How does that help edema?
Building muscle helps your circulation and lymphatic flow. When your muscles work, they're like extra pumps, pushing those fluids back up to your heart. Less swelling, better fluid balance overall.
So squats and lunges aren't just for a nice booty, they help with edema too.
2 birds, 1 stone. And you don't have to be a gym rat. Even a little strength training a few times a week is good.
Are there any exercises that are especially good for dependent edema?
Stuff that works your lower body. Calf raises, ankle pumps, leg lifts, that kind of thing. Get those muscles in your legs and feet working.
Right, so compression, movement breaks, strength training, and lower body exercises. Anything else for dependent edema?
Okay, ready for this? Rebounding.
Rebound. Wait, like jumping on a trampoline?
Yep. Amazing for your lymphatic system and your circulation. All that up and down gets those fluids pumping, helps flush out toxins.
That's awesome. Sounds fun and helpful.
It is. And it's low impact, easy on your joints. Anyone can do it.
So if you want to fight edema and have some fun, get that trampoline out.
Exactly. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference.
This has been such an incredible deep dive into edema. We've learned so much, from the basics to like super specific stuff.
And remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about edema, the better you can manage it.
And like our turtle friend says, be like us turtles. Keep it simple, slow, and steady.
Couldn't agree more. Small steps every day add up to big changes over time.
Well, on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of edema. Hope you enjoyed it and learned a ton. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep taking care of yourselves. See you next time.